Try this again. Hello, everybody. Swamp Fox News, cooks, and reviews coming at you. If you like the content, like, subscribe, and share. Marine Vet Mom, Joanne, how you doing? I don't know. I just went live. My phone acted up, canceled, so I went live again. So hopefully more people will make it. Thank you all for being here. Today I'm going to be making a Dundee cake. I'm going to show y'all how to do it. Sewer Dog the Patriot, got to make you a mod on this channel. Add as a moderator. Oregon Rogue, how you doing? Patricia Walton. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and that way people who want to just watch the show, the cooking show, and then they can get out of here, can watch. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this cook real quick, and then after I'm done, I will come back and talk to everybody. If I miss anybody during the cook, I'm sorry. I will come back and see you. Old Dirty Ninja, check it out. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Okay, everything today that we're going to use for this cook is going to be orange marmalade, baking powder, golden raisins, regular raisins, zest of an orange, just the zest. You want to shave the zest off, and I'll show you all that in a minute, but you'll want to use like a zest, shave just the exterior orange of the zest off from the orange. All-purpose flour, almond flour, whole almonds, unsalted, but they got the skins on them, so you need to blanch them, and I'll tell y'all how to do that. Blanch them to get the skins off. It's real easy. Also, some slivered almonds that goes in the cake. The whole almonds go on top of the cake. Slivered almonds go inside the cake. Also, salt. Okay. Eggs. Cherries, about 12 whole cherries cut up in half, and unsalted butter, y'all. The key to this is using unsalted butter. And I'm not talking about country crock or anything like that. I'm talking about real butter, 100% butter, but you want it unsalted. Sorry. Real cream butter, okay? But use unsalted because, again, you're going to use salt. And now with baking, it's a little bit different than soups and steaks and hamburgers and stuff like that. Your ingredients to make a cake or whatever come out right needs to be exact and on point. You can't add a little more flour, a little less flour, a little more sugar. That ain't how it works. It won't come out right. So these things need to be topped off and exact. And so like the brown sugar, as you see, so what you do, you want to use the brown sugar, you want to pack it hard with the end of a spoon. Pack it down, shave it off, pack it some more, and then shave it off with the back of a smooth knife all the way across. Same thing with the flour. Any kind of flour you're going to use, you want to pack it down in there. Make sure use the back of a knife. Use the back of a knife that's even across, and smooth off the ingredients, because again, it won't come out right. And baking is just real funny. Even a little bit off will make it not work right. So anyway, I'm going to move some of this stuff, and then I'm going to get started, show you how to do it. It will take but a minute, and then I actually got a finished product. I'm not going to make y'all sit through the whole long cook of it. I'm just going to show you how to prepare it, and then get it ready, and then I'll show y'all a finished product, because I've been making them today. I got my oven fixed finally, so this will be, I'm using my oven. I got it hooked up, so I'll be using it. So bear with me just a second. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, Get you a good mixing bowl. Put these cherries to the side. Get your and you listen. Another thing with baking over anything else is you can't just dump everything in a bowl. You see all these ingredients I got here. You just can't dump them all in a bowl at once and then pour it in a pan and think it's going to work. That's not how it works. You got to do this thing in stages. So you want to take your softened, at room temperature butter, softened. I'm going to go ahead and put it in a bowl. I'll tell you what, one good thing I love is this little rubber spatula here, because it digs things out really good. Cleans stuff up really well. And you do, again, you want to try to get to be exact with everything. You don't want to leave nothing out. All right, so you want to start off with your 1 cup of light brown sugar, 3/4 cup of unsalted butter. Okay. For this, you do want to use, for this first part, you do want to use a blender, okay? You want to do it on low to medium speed, and you want to mix this butter and the sugar together until it looks kind of pale. Make sure you mix it good and well. You don't want to overdo it. You want to make sure you get all that butter and everything off the sides. Again, that's what this good spatula it makes. I love it, dude. It forms and flexes. And just break it down off the side. Get it all to the middle. All right. Now once you've got that, see what it looks like. Let's see how it looks kind of pale looking. Okay. Then you're going to add your eggs to it. Okay. This is 3 eggs, 3 large eggs. The whole egg, all mixed up like scrambled. I was telling y'all about the almonds. What you do with almonds to blanch them, you see how they got the skins on them? You just boil some water, and after about 3 minutes of it boiling, then you throw in about 30 of these, and then you let it sit for 1 minute in hot boiling water, and look, the skin comes right off of it. You just kind of squeeze it. If you ain't careful, it'll shoot off. See? And then you dry them with a paper towel. I'm going to eat these because I already have some ready. But that's how you blanch them. And you want to buy them whole and unsalted. Because again, everything you add with salt is going to add salt to the cook. Now you want to mix the eggs with the sugar. Again, you want to mix it up really good, but on low to medium speed, y'all. I'm going to clean stuff off the sides, make sure it's all mixed in good. I'm going to hit it one more time. Okay. The zest from an orange. I already did it now. This calls for 1 large orange. Now make sure you wash it first, because when you get them, you don't know who's handling them. So wash the orange, dry it, zest it. This is 1 large orange. That's what it calls for. I put up to 3 because some people really love it. I put up to 3 peels. Now this is 1 today. I'm going to add that to to mix. You'll mix that around just a little bit. All right, that's plenty. I'll let that sit for a minute. Now, your dry ingredients, you want to go ahead and mix them together in the bowl first. So you got 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. You see how it was leveled off, okay? Packed firm and leveled off. 1/3 cup of almond flour, packed and leveled. Okay. 1 whole. Sorry about dropping it. 1 whole teaspoon of baking powder. Teaspoon. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of granulated salt. Iodized salt's fine. You can use coarse salt if you want, but it's better to use fine. I'm gonna mix that together real good. Okay, that's mixed together. Now, 1/3 cup of the orange marmalade that I showed you. I'm going to go ahead and place this in here as well. 1/3 cup of orange marmalade. Now you can use apricot if you like. I mean, you can pretty much, use different kinds of fruit and stuff. You could actually stick more stuff in here than I'm putting in here. But you have to adjust the recipe and the cook times and things for whatever you're adding. Mix that around a little bit. Just want to make sure it's evenly distributed through that batter. Okay. Now you're going to dump in your dry ingredients, okay? But this time you're not going to use the blender. This is where you're done with the blender. And then you get these. You get to lick these. So if you had the kid around, they would love that. That's good. Now you're going to mix this with this. You just, or mixture. You're just going to mix it. Get it all mixed up really good. See how this plastic knife is pulling it off the side of the bowl and everything? I love this thing, man. It forms. It fits all kind of different. It's like rubber, and it moves and flexes to whatever pot or pan or thing you're using, bowl. You don't want to over mix this, but you do want to make sure you scrape the bottom, you go through, scrape the sides a couple times. Make sure that dry ingredients is definitely mixed up in there. See how just now, see that white? Look how mixed up it was, but you still see some white of the powder. So you definitely want to go through, get it off the sides. Okay, mix it. You want to set your oven at 300, y'all. 300 degrees. I did a test on mine. I put it in a pan and I threw it in there and it came out. I let it run for about an hour on 300 and it's 300 perfect the whole time. It never changed. So thank God. Thank you, Jamie, for the stove. I got to get to Jamie's house and do some work over there at his house, just to remodel where Fred was working. All right, now this calls for a cup and a quarter of each raisin, of the golden raisins and the regular brown raisins. Okay, now you can adjust that accordingly. Some people don't like as much, and it comes out perfect to me. But anyway, so up to a quarter a cup each. You don't want to go over that because then it's kind of too much. But you can go less um, than a cup and a quarter of each type if you want. But again, you put that in there, and again, you're going to mix it around with this. Go ahead and throw in your cherries. The cherries is optional. Um, they're kind of like a surprise. You know, you get a piece of a cherry every once in a while. There's more raisins and all that and everywhere. And also, the silvered almonds. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. Got my silvered almonds. Okay, you're going to put about a half a cup to a cup of silvered almonds. It depends, or you can put the sliced toasted almonds if you want. It's kind of up to you. And then you're just going to mix it around one last time. Make sure it's all evenly mixed in there. Now, ovens are different. So my oven, 300. And so what I do, and now this cook is long. It takes about an hour and 20 minutes to about an hour and 40 minutes to get this completely cooked all the way through. You got to keep an eye on it. I start looking at about an hour. I go look at it. I check put a light on it. I check because you don't want it to brown too fast. If you notice it is browning too fast, go ahead and put a piece of aluminum foil over the top, and then the last 10 minutes take the foil off and it'll finish browning out. But you shouldn't have to do that. Put your rack in the middle of your, lift it up or drop it to the middle of your oven. Put it on 300. You're going to cook it for about an hour and 20 to an hour and 40 minutes. But you're going to start checking it at 50 minutes to an hour. And I don't, you ain't got to, once you see that, then you can kind of say, well, if you're a good baker, you can kind of say, well, I know I need 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes, or whatever. Or go ahead and do the whole 20 or 40 minutes, whatever extra it needs. Some ovens are different, so I try to caution people on that. If you just put it in there and let it go the whole 20 or 40, hour and 20, hour and 40 minutes, you may end up burning it. But anyway, so I got this mixed around pretty good. And now, I've already buttered and lined a pan. Now, this is a non-stick pan, but in cases like this, when you're using brown sugar, or maybe even like if you're doing a cheesecake, most people want to use a springform pan, and you can do that. That's fine, but you don't have to. They're kind of expensive to buy. You can buy 3 of these for one springform pan, and then you only got one pan out of that. You know what I mean? Out of springform pan, you can buy 2 or 3 of these. But anyway, they're non-stick to begin with. But butter is your best release, and it tastes better than like vegetable oil and Pam and stuff like that. So you'll just take some butter and do inside and out the whole pan, and then take some wax paper, some parchment paper, and put it in there and cut a circle. And I even put a little bit of butter on that, and it just makes the release come out easy. You really don't need springform pans. You don't have to have them, even for cheesecake. One day I'll do a cheesecake and show you. It's going to come out perfect, and you didn't need them expensive pans. That's just somebody came up with it. It was an idea. This is all you need. So anyway, so you're going to dump this in there. Now, this is sticky, it's got all this sweet stuff in it, so it's kind of sticky, but so you're going to wet your spatula a couple times in this to get it all and get it everything in and made, and get it laid down is what I'm trying to say. That's almost perfect. All right. hands a little bit and wash the spatula. I'll lay this out and then I'll put the almonds on top and show you how that goes, and then throw it in the oven. And I'll show you a finished product, the one I already have. I'm sorry I'm just now getting to this, guys. I know I promised I was going to do it earlier. I told you I was going to be making this before Christmas, but it's not been great for me, and I just wasn't able to do it. But I did promise some more people some of these cakes, and so I wanted to go ahead and get on here and do it, because I got a message, hey, you said you was going to make some kind of cake. What happened? We're worried about you, and hope you're all right, this, that, and the other. So I kind of felt bad that way too, because I did say that, and I like to keep my word. So anyway, sorry about that. I'm here now. I'm going to make this. Just want to kind of I wet it. You want to kind of spread it around, smooth it out. It starts getting sticky again, so I'll rinse that again. A little wet. You can also use your fingers and wet your fingers and all that, but I don't like doing that. These spatulas work great. You know, once you get it smooth out enough, it ain't got to be perfect. Alright. You want to, like you see it had a hill in it. I'm trying to pull it around from the center out to the edges to make it smoother, instead of a hill anywhere. It's going to be a little one, but it ain't going to be that bad. Alright. So now I got it kind of smoothed out. Okay. Take your paper towel, a little piece of paper towel, hook around the edge and clean up that edge. Makes your cake come out better and even. Alright, see? So now it's all good and clean around the edges. Now, I've already dried these. I've already skinned them and dried them. Okay, so you're just gonna take them and push them down just a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that real good or not. I'll show y'all when it's done. And you want to go a few inches apart. I'm going to try to keep them about the same distance. Sometimes I end up with them a little too close at the other end. It's not rocket science. It doesn't matter if they're a couple close together. There are almonds, so you can't, they ain't hurting if they have more. But anyway, so you want to start at the outside edge, go a couple inches apart. See here? Just a little bit. And then you want to go another row. You want to go like in the middle, but a little bit further back. Go around again. Go in the middle of the two that you just laid down. Go around again. And you just do the same thing, going to scent, going a little bit closer in. You're just closing it up. And then if I got a few extra, I just go ahead and throw them in there where I see I got room. I mean, again, they're almonds. You can't go wrong. That's about it. And then, that's what it looks like. Okay? You want to set your timer for 50 to 60 minutes just to check it. You don't want to turn your oven off. Don't set your oven timer to where it turns your oven off. You just want to set your alert timer so you go and check it out. So right now it's saying it's 5. Okay. All right. Now, this is your finished product. Okay, it's been baked. Oop, I better hold on to it so I don't drop it. See, it's been baked. And man, this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna cut it open. Let y'all see what it looks like from the inside. Grab a plate. You can eat it. People eat it with molasses, and which is good if you like molasses. I don't really care for molasses that much, but I eat it. I put honey on it or maple syrup. All right, guys, and look what you end up with. Look at that, beautiful. Got some cherries in there, and oh, now actually, let me tell you something about this. This is no orange in this cake. This one had no orange marmalade. This one had the orange zest, but no marmalade. It's got cherries and raisins and everything else but the marmalade, because I kind of like it like that too. What else so good? All right, give me a second. And I'm going to grab my phone and we'll go have a chat. Boy, that cake is good. Okay. So I got about 10 minutes after 6. I'm sorry, after 5. My wall clock is battery operated clock, and it's still stuck on daylight savings time. So it's 10 after 5. So I'll come back and check that about 10 after 6. Give me a second to grab my glasses. And we'll chat a little bit. All right, one more bite. All right, bear with me. It's raining on and off. All right, so let me get my glasses on. I can see who's here. All right. So who's still here? Let's see. Nevaeh, how you doing, darling? Dylan, Nevaeh, Marine Vet Mom, Oregon Rogue, Sewer Dog, The Patriot, Jose Salazar, how you doing? Country Boy News, John Speedway, Taz, Pissed Off Marine, Carolina Auditor, Taz Tacoma. Sewer Dog, let's see, make sure I didn't miss any. All right. Looks like I probably got everybody. Oh, Eric Johnson. Oh, almost missed Eric Johnson. Sorry. Carolina Auditor. Sorry. Almost missed y'all. All right. Good to see y'all. Good to see everybody. Oregon Rogue, Old Dirty Ninja, Patricia Walton, Joanne. All right, I think this time I got everybody. Let me go back down to the bottom. Hey, Nevaeh, how you doing, darling? Good to see you. But that talk about killing going on to catch up with you. Nothing against Eric, but all that talk about killing going to catch up with you. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to, go live and do this cook and talk to you guys and see how everybody is. I'm sorry I didn't do it sooner. Thanks, Nevaeh. Yeah, I love that cake. It's yeah, it really is good. If y'all make it and do exactly the way I said, and again, you can change some of the fruit. You don't necessarily have to use the fruit that I use. You can change it up a little bit and use apricots and cranberries. It just depends on what you want. But only use about a cup to a cup and a quarter, because then it gets to be a little too much, and it clogs up the cooking time and stuff like that. But it does come out perfect, and again, it's really good. And I'll take warmed up maple syrup and pour over the top of it. I'll use Cool Whip, all kind of stuff. It's a really good cake, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Or I hope if y'all make it, y'all enjoy it. But I hope y'all enjoyed the cook or the preparing anyway. Anybody that maybe wants the recipe that didn't hear something or didn't catch it, you can call me at 843-554-4336. If you don't get me, text me a message that you want the recipe, and I'll text it to you. If you want to email, you can email at armenhammer42@gmail.com. ARMENHAMMER42@gmail.com. That being said, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. And get in there and clean up my kitchen now. That's always the unfun part. The fun part is making the mess and doing the cook. The unfun part is cleaning up afterwards. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great night. I hope God blesses everyone. I hope you have a prosperous life. A very happy new year. No problem, Patricia. I love you all. God bless everyone. Peace out.